Hello everyone. Today we have to discuss about anatomy and physiology of C4 and chem plant in detail. Okay. As we discussed in previous lecture, that the plant carried out photosynthesis in two phases. One is light phase or light dependent phase, and another is dark phase. Okay, or light dependent phase is called photophosphorylation. Okay, and light independent phase is called Kelvin cycle. Okay, and the Kelvin cycle carried in plants C3 plant, C4 plant, and chem plant. Okay, but the fixation of carbon dioxide is different in C3 plant and C4 plant and chem plant. Okay, and we already know that the photophosphorylation take place thylakoid membrane, while Kelvin cycle take place in the stroma of chloroplast. Okay, so these are some basic information regarding the photosynthesis. Okay, so first of all, we need to know about carbon dioxide fixation. Okay, so up to 1965, it was believed that the fixation of carbon dioxide in photosynthesis of higher plant and algae take place only by Benzo Kelvin cycle. Okay, that is Kelvin cycle. Okay, but Crosscheck, Hart, and Buell in 1965 demonstrated with the use of carbon dioxide, which is labeled with carbon isotope. Okay, that in the sugarcane leaves, the chief synthesized labeled product are C4 carbon. Okay, that is dicarbonylic acid like malate or aspartate. Okay, which have labeled carbon in their structure. Okay, so they observe that there is something different in these plant other than benzo Kelvin cycle. Okay, and their observation were also confirmed by H and Slack in 1966. Okay, uh, then they told that during photosynthesis in sugarcane leaves, there is four carbon compound are formed like oxaloacetate, okay, malate, aspartate are synthesized within a very short period of time. Okay, so this experiment demonstrated that the plant carried Kelvin cycle, but there is something other molecules also synthesized during the carbon fixation. Okay, so later on, these observations have been confirmed in other monocotyledons plants like Zimase, sorghum, panicum, maximum, and cypress. Even in some dicotyledons plants like Amaranthus, Atriplex, okay, and this cycle occur in member of Cypress, okay, and some dicotyledons plants in addition to member of Gramineae family. Okay, so that's why this cycle was named after the discourse as Hayes and Select cycle. Okay, so the Kelvin cycle that carried in different ways in the C4 plant is called H and Slack cycle. Okay, so this is the name given to the cycle which found in the C4 plant, that is H and Slack cycle. Okay, so it is also called beta carboxylation pathway. Okay, and cooperative photosynthesis. Okay, that time. So we already discussed that the first stable compound during the H and select cycle is formed, that is oxaloacetic acid, which is for carbon compound. Okay. Therefore, these plant which carried H and select pathway is called C4 plant, or the cycle is called C4 cycle. Okay, and such plant which possess C4 cycle or H and select cycle are called C4 plant. Okay, it is very much clear that why these plants are called C4 plants and the cycle is called C4 cycle, and the name of this cycle or the a previous name which is given during the discovery of this pathway is H select pathway or H select cycle. Okay, so sometimes the cycle also asked in the examination by the name H and select cycle. Okay, so do not confuse with the name H and select cycle, either C4 cycle, C4 pathway, or H and select pathway. Okay, all are the same things. So, what are the anatomical feature in the C4 plant which carried the C4 cycle or H and select cycle? Okay, so the leaves of C4 plant possess special anatomy. Okay, so their anatomy are different from the C3 plant. Okay, and this special anatomy of C4 plant is called Crane's anatomy. Okay, or Crane's type. Okay, so due to the Crane's anatomy, these plant can able to carry C4 pathway, and the vascular element in the C4 leaves remains surrounded by a layer of bundle sheath cells, okay, that containing chloroplast in abundance. Okay, so bundle sheath cells contain chlorophyll in abundant in number. Okay, in the around the vascular element. Okay, so you know that when we see the section of the leaves, the innermost portion of the leaves is vascular element. Okay, that is xylem vessels. Okay, or xylem element, and around that there is a layer of cells which is called bundle sheath cell, and this bundle sheath cell contain chloroplast in abundance or in abundant number. Okay, so the bundle sheath cell is surrounded by one, two, three layer of another cells. Okay, so this is the difference between the C3 uh, plants and C4 plant. Okay, and this additional layer or additional 3 to 4 layer of cells is called mesophyll cells. Okay, and these mesophyll cells possess very small intercellular space between them. Okay, so under a microscope we can easily distinguish between the bundle sheath cell and mesophyll cells. And if we talk about the chloroplast evidence and chloroplast type, so the chloroplast in C4 leaves are dimorphic. Okay, so in the C4 plant, there are two types of chloroplast are found. Okay, that's why the term is used dimorphic. Okay, dimorphic means there is distinctly of two types of chloroplast found in the C4 plant. Okay, and what are these two types of chloroplast? So the first is the chloroplast of mesophyll cells. Okay, and the chloroplast of mesophyll cells are normal type which is found in the C3 plant. Okay, so in the mesophyll cells there is normal type of chloroplast is found. Okay, which has either grana, okay, thylakoids, or stroma. Okay, while the chloroplast which is found in the bundle sheath cell are comparatively large in size. Okay, as compared to the chloroplast which found in the mesophyll cells. Okay, and another difference in the chloroplast of mesophyll cells and bundle sheath cells is presence of grana. Okay, so in the chloroplast, which is in large in size, and that found in the bundle sheath cell is have did not have grana. Okay, so you know that grana are particularly responsible for the light dependent reaction. Okay, and the photophosphorylation take place in the grana and the thylakoid membrane of the grana. Okay, so that's why in the bundle sheath cell there is only Kelvin cycle is take place. That's why there is no need of That's why there no need of grana or thylakoids or thylakoid membranes. Okay, and another difference between the chloroplast of neutrophil cells and bundle seed cells is that in the bundle seed cells, photosystem second are not present. Okay, so photosystem second are not found in the chloroplast of bundle seed cells. Okay, and these photosystem also involved in the photophosphorylation. Okay, but contain starch grains and arrange centripetally. Okay, so these chloroplast found in the central part of the bundle seed cells. Okay, because these chloroplasts only carried Kelvin cycle. Okay, that's why there are dimorphic types of chloroplast found in the C4 plant. Uh, so it is clear. Now, the another difference between the C3 and C4 plant, there is presence of enzyme. Okay, so there is additional enzyme found in these plant C4 plant, that is PEP carboxylase in mesophyll cells. Okay, so in the mesophyll cells, because in the mesophyll cells there is PEP carboxylase enzyme are found. Okay, because in due to the presence of PEP carboxylase or phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase, the mesophyll cells can able to fix carbon dioxide. Okay, and form 4 carbon compound oxaloacetic acid. Okay, so this is another major difference between the C3 and C4 plant. Okay, and C4 cycle is performed in mesophyll cell, while C3 cycle is performed in the bundle seed cell. Okay, so this is a difference because the actual Kelvin cycle carried in the bundle seed cell. Okay, and the fixation or the first step of the where the carbon dioxide fixed during cycle or H and select cycle. That's why it is called H and select cycle, which is because it discovered by the scientist H and select. Okay, so that's why this is the sum of the difference between the C3 and C4 plant, and they possess two types of carbon dioxide acceptor. Okay, the first one is phosphoenol pyruvate, which occur in the mesophyll cells. Okay, so it is clear that mesophyll cells has P phosphoenol pyruvate, that is PEP. Okay, and this PEP molecule in presence of phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase can able to fix carbon dioxide and form oxaloacetic acid. Okay, and another molecule also found in the C4 plant, but this molecule found in the Vanden C cell, that is ribulose diphosphate RUDP. Okay, which occur in the Vanden seed cell. Okay, so this is the difference between the C3 plant when we compared these C3 plant with the C4 plant. Okay, so and the another difference between them is the first stable compound in the C4 plant form is OAA. Okay, oxaloacetic acid. Okay, while in the C3 plant the first stable compound is formed with 3 phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, 3PGA. Okay, so these are the some of the differences between them. Okay, and the major difference is the anatomy of the leaves, that is the Kranz type anatomy. Okay, and now this figure shows that how this anatomy look like. So you have to see that this is the upper epidermis. Okay, and this is the stomata found on the upper epidermis, and this is lower epidermis. Okay, and below the epidermis there is a layer of cells. Okay, this is the surrounding layer of cells, which is called mesophyll cells. Okay, with a few small chloroplast. Okay, because in these cells there is a photophosphorylation is take place. Okay, and carbon dioxide fixation is take place in these mesophyll cells, because the phosphoenol pyruvate found in these cells and the substrate phosphoenol pyruvate found in these mesophyll cells. Okay, so when there is carbon dioxide entered when the stomata are open, these carbon dioxide transport to the neutrophil cells where it fixed. Okay, and acetic acid are formed in the neutrophil cells. Okay, while in the inner most side, okay, there is a bundle C cells are present that possess a large size chloroplast as compared to the neutrophil cells. Okay, so these are the bundle C cells which is in the central it is found on the central part. Okay, so this is the crane anatomy. Okay, so this is transfer section of leaves which shows the crane's anatomy. Okay, so this is also the important question that draw the transfer section of C4 plant leaves showing crane's anatomy. Okay, and another question is what is the crane's anatomy? Okay, and what is the importance of crane's anatomy? There are so many questions arises from that part. Now, another process that found in the super plant, that the super plant are found in the tropical region, okay, and subtropical region, okay. So then they grow fast at high temperature and in more light intensity as compared to the C3 plant. Okay, or even you can say that this plant can tolerate high temperature and high light intensity as compared to the C3 plant, and therefore C4 plant are called efficient plant because they can tolerate high temperature, even up to 45-degree temperature they can tolerate and can able to proceed photosynthesis. Okay, so therefore these plants are called efficient plant or photosynthesis efficient plant, and the optimal temperature for their growth varies from 30 to 45 degrees Celsius, okay, which is high as compared to the C3 plant. And in C4 plant, the oxygen has no inhibitory effect. Okay, this is another advantage over the C3 plant. Okay, because when there is no affinity with the oxygen, there is no possibility of the photo respiration is there. Okay, which is another wasteful process in the C3 plant. Okay, so these plant lack photo respiration. Okay. So now we have to discuss C4 pathway or H and select pathway in detail. So here these are the reactions of H and select pathway. So H and select cycle is completed in the chloroplast of mesophyll cells and bundle C cells. Okay, and following reaction occur during the H and select pathway. Okay, so reaction occurring in chloroplast of neutrophil cells. Okay. So the first reaction that is the carbon dioxide fixation carried in the neutrophil cells. Okay. And in the presence of phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase (PEP carboxylase). Okay. So the formation of oxalic acid is the first step in the H and SNAP cycle. So in this reaction, the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide in this cycle is compound is phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Okay, PEP. Okay, which is a three carbon compound, which is a substrate for the PEP carboxylase. Okay, and in the neutrophil cells, the atmospheric carbon dioxide first combined with water to form bicarbonate ion. Okay, in presence of enzyme carbonic anhydrase. Okay, so this is the first reaction that occur in the neutrophil cells. Okay, where the carbon dioxide uh, you could say that carbon dioxide dissolved in the water and convert into the bicarbonate in presence of carbonic anhydride. Okay. Now, um, this figure shows the complete pathway. Okay, where you could see that the phosphoenol pyruvate or phosphoenol pyruvic acid in presence of phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase uh, fixed carbon dioxide and form oxaloacetic acid. Okay, and this reaction carried in the mesophyll cells or chloroplast of mesophyll cells. Okay, and now this oxaloacetic acid convert into the malic acid. Okay, and now this reaction carried in the presence of NADPH, which is the product of light dependent reaction. Okay. Now this malic acid transport into the bundle sheath chloroplast. Okay. Now in the bundle sheath chloroplast, this malic acid. Okay, you have to see that this is a separate chamber of neutrophil cells where the mesophyll chloroplast are found, and this steps carried in the mesophyll chloroplast, and this is the bundle sheath chloroplast. Okay, and the chloroplast that found in the bundle sheath cells. Okay, so here malic acid release carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the important step. Okay, so now the bundle sheath cell is there is not direct contact with the external environment. Okay, that's why here the malic acid transport into these cells. Now here malic acid can able to release carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide you already know that is used up in the Kelvin cycle to produce carbohydrate. Okay, now, when malic acid release carbon dioxide, it convert into the pyruvic acid. Now, this membrane of chloroplast is permeable to the pyruvic acid, and then this pyruvic acid transport to the mesophyll cells, then entered into the mesophyll chloroplast. Okay, now this pyruvic acid convert into the phosphoenol pyruvate by the enzyme phosphate pyruvate kinase. Okay, and this reaction require ATP. Okay, so this pathway is called H and select pathway. Okay, HSK pathway or C4 pathway or C4 cycle. Okay, now now some more detail is there. The carbon dioxide acceptor, that is phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Okay, combine with carbon dioxide and form four carbon compound, that is oxaloacetic acid. Okay, in the presence of enzyme carboxylase or PEP carboxylase or phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. Okay, this is the name of enzyme which catalyze this step, and the enzyme remain present in the large amount in the mesophyll cells. Okay, so this is the reaction how it convert into the phosphoenol pyruvic acid into the oxaloacetic acid. Okay, so this is the structure of phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Okay, and CO2 plus H2O, and enzyme is phosphoenol pyruvic acid carboxylase, and it is oxaloacetic acid. Okay, so this is the reaction. Okay, of the first reaction of the C4 pathway or HSK pathway. Now the second reaction. Okay, so in the second step the formation of malic acid and aspartic acid take place. Okay, so malic acid is quite unstable and is converted either into malic acid or aspartic acid. Okay, so there is important molecule here is malic acid because it can able to transport to the Wandel sheath cells. Okay, so that's why the oxalic acid is reduced to malic acid by using a light generated NADPH plus HIN. Why light generated? Because this molecule of NADPH plus HIN formed in presence of light or during photophosphorylation. Okay, and this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme malic dehydrogenase. Okay, so this enzyme malic dehydrogenase, okay, MDH, catalyze this steps of HSK pathway, and now the oxaloacetic acid can also be converted into the aspartic acid. Okay, in presence of enzyme aspartic transaminase. Okay, so this is the another enzyme. Okay, by which the oxalic acid can also converted into. Okay, because this enzyme also present in the mesophyll chloroplast, that is aspartic transaminase. Okay, so this is the transamination. Okay, types of reaction. Okay, so the C4 acid, that is oxaloacetic acid. Okay, or malic acid and aspartic acid. Okay, why this acid is called C4 acid? Because it has four number of carbon in their structure, either malic acid or aspartic acid, okay, are then transported to the chloroplast of bundle C cells. Okay, so these molecules transport to the chloroplast of bundle C cells because the plasma membrane is permeable to these membrane. Okay, that's why it can easily can transport into the chloroplast of bundle C cells. Now the next reaction is occurring in the bundle C cell chloroplast. Okay, so here the formation of pyruvic acid take place. Okay, so in this reaction, when the malic acid convert into the pyruvic acid, it can release carbon dioxide. Okay, which is very important step because the Calvin cycle proceed in the presence of carbon dioxide. So in bundle cis cell chloroplast, the malic acid undergoes oxidative decarboxylation. Okay, so this type of reaction is called oxidative decarboxylation to yield pyruvic acid and carbon dioxide in presence of malic enzyme. Okay, so this reaction carried in presence of malic enzyme. Okay, so you have to see that this is a molecule of malic acid. Okay, COOH. Okay, C on right side OH, left side H, and CH2 COOH. This is malic acid, and this is NAD plus molecule, and this is malic enzyme. Okay, and this is pyruvic acid and NADPH plus HIN and CO2. Okay, so at this step, there is two benefit is there. One is the formation of molecule NADPH, and another is the release of carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the third step that carried in the bundle sheath chloroplast. Now, the carbon dioxide and NADP plus HIN produced by oxidative decarboxylation of molecule that enter into the Kelvin cycle. Okay, so these molecules can enter into the Kelvin cycle. Okay, now the carbon dioxide combined with ribulose diphosphate. Okay, which is found in the chloroplast of bundle cells. Okay, RUDP, ribulose diphosphate, to yield two molecule of phosphoglyceric acid, that is PGA. Okay, so this is the reaction, carbon dioxide plus RUDP and two molecules of PGA. Okay, so now this reaction same as the Kelvin cycle that found in the C3 plant or that carried in the C3 plant. Okay, so in a few C4 plant, the aspartic acid undergoes transaminate to form oxaloacetic acid, which is then decarboxylated to pyruvic acid, and this reaction is catalyzed by aspartate transaminase. Okay, so this is the additional reaction that carried in the sum of the C4 plant. Okay, so this is the additional step that found in the sum of the plant where the aspartic acid that formed during by the oxalic acid, because oxalic acid can either convert into the malic acid or aspartic acid. Okay, so when the aspartic acid are formed, it can again convert into the oxaloacetic acid, then pyruvic acid. Okay, now the next step that occur in the C4 pathway or HSK pathway is formation of phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Okay, because this molecule is required to continue the C4 pathway or the fixation of carbon dioxide. Okay, if this molecule is not regenerate, the C4 pathway cannot able to continue. Okay, because this is cycle. Okay, so each time there is it is not necessary that new molecule of PP are required. Okay, it is the cycle. That's why it must regenerate. Okay, so here the pyruvic acid produced by oxidative decarboxylation, okay, in the previous step, is transported back to the mesophil cells where it is phosphorylated to phosphoenol pyruvic acid in presence of enzyme pyruvate phosphate dikinase. Okay, so this enzyme pyruvate phosphate dikinase, okay, catalyze this reaction, and this enzyme is unusual because it split one molecule of ATP, okay, that synthesized in the photophosphorylation or photosynthetic light reaction, okay. Because you know that during the photophosphorylation there is two important molecules are formed. The one is NADPH and another is ATP. Okay, so now this ATP convert into the AMP and pyrophosphate. Okay, so here the energy utilized which is equivalent to the 2 ATP. Okay, so in anywhere in any reaction when the ATP are converted into the AMP, it is equivalent to the utilization of two molecules or of ATP. Okay, so this is the reaction. Okay, pyruvic acid. Okay, and this pyruvic acid in presence of ATP and phosphoric acid by the enzyme pyruvate phosphodikinase, it form phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Okay, plus pyrophosphate. Pyrophosphate means there is two phosphate molecule attached together. Okay, so the important molecule formed during this reaction is phosphoenol pyruvic acid, which is required to fix another molecule of carbon dioxide. Now, what is the significance of this hedge and slack pathway? So, in C4 plant, it increases the photosynthetic efficiency, okay, two three times as compared to the C3 plant. Okay, so in this plant or C4 plant, the efficiency or photosynthesis efficiency are increased. Okay, so in C4 plant, it perform a high rate of photosynthesis even when the stomata are nearly closed. Okay, so even you think about that when the stomata are closed, there is no way to enter carbon dioxide into the mesophyll cells. Okay, even the malic acid is present in the mesophyll cells, okay, which is transported to the Vanderbilt cells to continue Calvin cycle even when the stomata are closed. Okay, so it increase the adaptability of C4 plant to high temperature and light intensity. Okay, because during the high temperature or high light intensity, the stomata are closed, but plant already stored carbon dioxide in the form of malic acid. Okay, so there is no problem. That's why it can able to sustain during the high temperature and high light and intensity. That's why in this plant the photosynthesis continue even at 45 degree Celsius temperature. Okay, and they can very well grow in saline soil because presence of C4 organic acid. Okay, so that's why there is no much adverse effect of salinity in these plants because these plants already have malic acid, aspartic acid, okay, and C4 organic acid means the organic acid that have four number of carbon in their structure. So what are the major difference between them? So the major difference is the primary acceptor or primary CO2 acceptor is a five carbon compound that is ribulose diphosphate. Okay. Okay, so the first stable compound formed is phosphoglyceric acid, that is PGA, which contains three carbon atom in the C3 plant. Okay, and that's why it is called C3 cycle or C3 pathway. And C3 cycle is completed in only one types of chloroplast present in the neutrophil cells. Okay, so in the C3 plant there is only one types of cells that is called neutrophil cells are present. That's why only one types of chloroplast are present in the C3 plant. Okay, so here is only the monomorphic condition is there, while in the C4 plant there is dimorphic condition is there, and two types of chloroplast are found in the C4 plant, and it takes place at comparatively low temperature. Okay, so this is the comparison between the C3 and C4 cycle. Okay, so the C3 cycle cannot sustain high temperature or high light intensity, And photorespiration is another process that occur in the C3 plant because there is single chamber where there is when the stomata are open, it either diffuse carbon dioxide or oxygen. Okay, so you know that the enzyme which fix carbon dioxide in the C3 plant is Rubisco or RUBP. Okay, that's why it can fix oxygen while the oxygen concentration is high in the mucil cells. That's why the another molecule is formed in these plants. There is phosphoglycolate (PG). Okay, and this will require some additional step. Okay, to metabolize the phosphoglycolates. That's why it requires some additional energy and consume some additional energy, and ultimately the phosphoglycolate break down or metabolize and release the carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the photorespiration process in that occur in the C3 plant. And the rate of photosynthesis in comparatively lower as compared to the C4 plant, because when the stomata are closed in the C3 plant, there is no way to continue photosynthesis. Okay, and it occur in C3 plant which show normal anatomy. Okay, so you see another reference in the C4 plant. There is Krebs anatomy, which is a special type of anatomy where two types of cells are present. Mesophyll cells as well as bundle sheath cells. And in the characteristic feature of the C4 cycle, that is the primary CO2 acceptor is a three carbon compound which is called phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Okay, and the first stable compound is 4 carbon, that is oxaloacetic acid in the C4 plant. Okay, and while in the C3 plant there is 3 phosphoglyceric acid. And in the C4 cycle is completed in the two types of chloroplast. Okay, one in the is the large size of chloroplast. Sorry, first is the small size of chloroplast, another is the large size of chloroplast. Okay, one occurring in the mesophyll cells and other in the Wandel sheath cells. Okay, and it takes place at high temperature and more light intensity. Okay, and photorespiration does not occur in C4 plants, and the rate of photosynthesis is comparatively higher, okay, as compared to the C3 plant, and it occurs in the C4 plant, which show the special type of anatomy, which is called Krebs anatomy. Okay, and now we have to discuss some characteristic feature of the CAM plant in more detail. Okay, so the CAM, which is called crassulacean acid metabolism, CAM. Okay, so the CAM pathway occurs mostly in succulent plants, so the plant that found in the desert, okay, or semi-arid region, like pineapple, okay, cactus, okay, and these plants grow under the semi-arid condition. Since the cycle was first discovered in the plant belonging to the family Crassulaceae. Okay, that's why the name of this cycle is Crassulacean acid metabolism. Okay, and some of the plant which is called Bryophyllum, Pseudium calicinum. Okay, and it was named as a crassulacean acid metabolism. Okay, and orchid and pineapple family also have the CAM pathway. And CAM pathway is completed in two parts. First part is acidification, and another part is deacidification. Okay, so this is an important term here. Okay, so this pathway occur in the two phase or two part. Okay, acidification and de-acidification. Okay, so acidification take place in the dark while stomata are open, and de-acidification occur during daytime while stomata are closed. Okay, so these are the pathway which is carried in the succulent plants called crassulacean acid metabolism. Okay, so and we have to also discuss that in the C4 plant there is adaptation to prevent photorespiration, which is called structural adaptation. Okay, so here is the another adaptation which is called behavioral adaptation to prevent photorespiration as well as loss of water. or transpiration. Okay. So, what are the characteristics of these CAM plants? So, they fix atmospheric carbon dioxide in dark and accumulate larger amount of malic acid. Okay, during the night time or in the dark. Okay, when there is temperature is low, there is no problem of photo, no problem of transpiration and loss of water. So they show a diurnal pattern of organic acid formation. Diurnal means a night time or daytime process. So they accumulate organic acid in the leaf at night. Okay, so night time there is fixation of carbon dioxide is take place and accumulation of organic acid is take place in the leaves during the night time, and the decrease during the daytime. Okay, so this many acid decrease during the daytime because daytime the molecule release carbon dioxide to continue Kelvin cycle. Okay, so in such plant the pH of cell shape substantially uh, changed. Okay, so they with the accumulation of organic acid. Okay, so when the organic acid are there, the pH is lower. When it use the pH is slight higher. So they are usually succulent, and in chem plant the vacuoles normally function as a accumulation of organic acid. Okay, so the vacuoles act as a pouch which can accumulate or store malic acid which form during the night time. So they possess can plasma possess geophytic characters like thick cuticle is there to prevent the water loss, sunken stomata is there to prevent water loss, and thorns and loose leaves is there to prevent transpiration. And the stomata remain closed during the daytime when the light is there, when the high temperature is there, and open at night time or dark time when the temperature is low. Okay, and they show a maximum gaseous exchange at night. Okay, because of nocturnal opening of stomata. Okay, this means the stomata opening during the night time only, and they show a decrease in starch content during night time. Okay, because during the night time there is no Calvin cycle is carried. That's why there is no formation of carbohydrates is there. That's why during the night time starch is consumed, and during the daytime when the Kelvin cycle is proceed. Okay, when the malic acid release carbon dioxide during the daytime, it can proceed the Kelvin cycle. That's why the starch content increase during the daytime, and they possess high level of phosphoenol pyruvate. Okay, and then active decarboxylase. Okay, and some more characteristics is that chem cycle is completed into part acidification and deacidification. So what is acidification? So these are the various steps that occur during the fixation of carbon dioxide during night time. Okay, which is called acidification, and the stored carbohydrate are converted into the phosphoenol pyruvate through glycolysis. Okay, and the carbon dioxide diffuse freely into the leaves through open stomata during the night time, and this phosphoenol pyruvate which produced by the glycolysis, okay, of the glucose, okay, and is carboxylated into the oxaloacetic acid in presence of enzyme PEP carboxylase. Okay, so this is the step PEP plus CO2 plus H2O. Okay, so at this step it is clear that from where the phosphoenol pyruvate comes from. So it comes from the glycolysis which carried in the leaves. Okay, which used up the starch content, carbohydrate content. Now this oxaloacetic acid is now reduced to malic acid in presence of enzyme malic dehydrogenase. Okay, and this reaction is facilitated in presence of reduced NADP plus or or NDP or HIN. Okay, so that form during the glycolysis. Okay, so if you remember in during the glycolysis, okay, this molecule are formed. Okay, so oxalic acid plus NADP plus HIN form malic acid. Okay, and the malic acid thus produced in the dark as a result of acidification is stored in the vacuole. Okay, so this acid is stored in the vacuole, and the auxiliary acetic acid may also be interconverted into the aspartic acid. Okay, now during the deacidification, the carbon dioxide are released, which occur during the daytime while the stomata are closed. So the decarboxylation of malic acid into the pyruvic acid and carbon dioxide in presence of light is called deacidification. Okay, so in the light during the acidification, the malic acid formed during night converted into the pyruvic acid and CO2 in presence of malic enzyme. Okay, in certain part, this reaction is catalyzed by phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. Okay, and one molecule of NAD plus is also reduced in this reaction. Okay, so this is the reaction where the carbon dioxide are released, which is required for the Kelvin cycle. Now, the pyruvic acid formed during the reaction is either oxidized to CO2 through Krebs cycle or ready converted to PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate or phosphoglycic acid to synthesize sugar molecule through the C3 cycle. Okay. Now, the CO2 liberated by deacidification of malic acid is accepted by ribulose diphosphate or ribulose bisphosphate. Okay, to fix it into carbohydrate through the C3 cycle, which is the same cycle that occur in the C3, C4, and CAM pathway. However, the fate of pyruvic acid is still not clearly known. So, what are the significance of this pathway? So, as we know that the cane plant are able to fix carbon dioxide in the dark, they can survive for longer period in the night without carbon dioxide uptake. And the stomata or leaves remain closed during the day and open at night. So, this is an adaptation to conserve the water loss or transpiration since succulent exhibiting can are found in the dry habitat. And during the night time, carbon dioxide is taken into the leaves through open stomata. This limits the photosynthesis, and it is also limited by stored organic acid and carbohydrate, causing slow growth of the plant. Thus, cane plants are generally slow growing, okay, as compared to the C3 and C4 plant. So they are drought resistant particularly and possess xenophytic adaptation like thick fleshy leaves. Okay, so these are the references. Now you have to attempt quiz. Okay, and the answer you can note down on your notebook. Then compare at the end of the quiz and match your answer with the answer key. So the first question is Kelvin cycle purchase and in carbon fixation. What are the option is correct? Now what types of reaction occur in the carbon fixation? Okay, and what is to do about Lewis score? And what happens in energy utilization phase of Kelvin cycle in which one three-phase phosphoglycerate is formed? And what types of reaction occur in energy utilization phase of Kelvin cycle in which one three-phase phosphoglycerate are formed? And in energy utilization phase of Kelvin cycle in which glycerate had three phosphate form? And what happened in regeneration phase of Kelvin cycle in which glycerate had three phosphate molecule regenerate? And what the use of glyceride 3 phosphate molecule that regenerate in Kelvin cycle. And in Kelvin cycle, the other five molecule of glyceride 3 phosphate continue in the cycle to help regenerate the molecule, which molecule. Okay, so this is the answer key. Now you can cross check your answer with this answer key. Okay, so thank you everyone.